Chief Meteorologist Mike Everett joining us. Mike, a lot of people did not see any sunshine today. So the question is, when is it going to stick around?
We're looking forward to that happening this weekend. Once again, the timing is fantastic. And yeah, it's a little confusing right now. Last night, the weather story was all about the high pressure that is keeping us dry. Yet when we woke up this morning, it was gray, it was drizzly out there. And as Jessica was mentioning, a lot of folks didn't see sunshine today. So the story is low-level moisture versus offshore flow. I know that's a lot to unpack. I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. Basically, in a very simple sense, we're looking at more overnight fog with more drizzle, but not as much as yesterday. And if you are missing the rain, it'll be back on Monday. We're tracking a system that will punch through that high pressure and finally put winter back on track again before some high pressure builds in behind that. Look from SeaTac this evening, things looking good there. Temperatures pretty close to average. 49 is where we topped out today. 50 is the 30-year average. We were warm in the overnights. 42 is where we touched down. Nowhere near the records on the cold or the warm side. Picked up a trace of moisture out at the airport today. In the sunset today, very nice number, 525. Everett and Painfield is starting to close in a little bit. In fact, as we take a look at visibility right now, different than what we saw last night. Most of the Puget Sound's looking really good. Olympia's starting to shut down a little bit, and we are seeing a large fog bank up towards the mountains there, the central and southern Cascades there. That's going to intensify overnight tonight. So as we take a look at the big picture with the GOES 17 satellite, again, high pressure, completely and totally in control here, taking any moisture and diverting it well up and over us. Look at, when's the last time you saw British Columbia, Washington, Oregon, California, all the way down to Baja with no cloud coverage whatsoever during early February? Wow. The blue stuff that you're seeing here is that low-level moisture. So that was the source of that drizzle fest this morning. But watch what happens overnight tonight. We're going to get some offshore flow. Why do we call it offshore flow? Because there's the shore and there's the flow. So what's going to happen for us overnight tonight is we'll see those winds a little bit more robust than they've been over the last few days. We'll get it up to about 20 miles an hour in the early morning hours. And then there's going to be flow coming out of the mountains as well. So what it does is takes any of that fog that accumulates overnight tonight and just whisks it out very efficiently tomorrow morning. Let me show you. We put Futurecast into motion, and yes, we will be socked in mostly along the eastern edge of the sound there. We go to about mid-morning. Some of that high-level cloud cover starts to move out. This is 8 a.m., and then bang, right around 10, it's going to clear out beautifully, courtesy of that offshore flow. So I'm expecting to see some sun tomorrow for all of us. Now, there will be a little bit more drizzle that will accumulate overnight tonight, but as you can clearly see, we're talking about a very little bit in the hundredths of an inch range, so it doesn't look like it's going to accumulate for us. Snow levels still ridiculously high, about 11,000 feet. It will finally stop to drop down as we go towards Monday, and that's when we're going to get our next system. 7-day forecast shows us touching down in the upper 30s overnight tonight. We'll do our very best to get into the low 50s tomorrow. It's going to be a great weekend, and then Valentine's Day brings a return of the rain.